여러분 안녕하십니까? 오늘은 2026년 4월 8일 수요일입니다. 오전 3시 37분입니다. 강연 TV를 시작하겠습니다. 이번 시간은 구약 성경 사무엘상 16장 1절부터 영어 성경으로 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. And the Lord said unto Samuel, How long wilt thou mourn for Saul, seeing I have rejected him from reasoning over Israel, feel in horn with oil and go. I will send thee to Isaiah the Bethlehemite, for I have provided me a king among his sons. And Saul said, How can I go? If Saul hear it, he will kill me. And the Lord said, Take an heifer with thee, and say, I am come to sacrifice to the Lord. And call Isaiah to the sacrifice, and I will shew thee what thou shalt do, and thou shalt anoint unto me him whom I name unto thee. And Saul did that which the Lord spake, and came to Bethlehem, and the elders of the town trembled at his coming, and said, Comest thou peaceably? And he said, Peaceably, I am come to sacrifice unto the Lord. Sanctify yourselves, and come with me to the sacrifice. And he sacrificed the Isaiah and his sons, and called them to the sacrifice. And it came to pass when they were come that he looked on Eliab and said, Surely the Lord's anointed is before him. But the Lord said unto Samuel, Look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord sees not as man sees, for man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart. Then Isaiah called Abinadab and made him pass before Samuel, and he said, Neither has the Lord chosen this. Then Isaiah made Sama to pass by, and he said, Neither has the Lord chosen this. Again, Isaiah made 7 of his sons to pass before Samuel, and Samuel said unto Isaiah, The Lord has not chosen this. And Samuel said unto Isaiah, Hear all thy children. And he said, There remain so yet the youngest, and behold, he keeps the sheep. And Samuel said unto Isaiah, Send and fetch him, for we will not sit down till he come hither. And he sent and brought him in. Now he was already in the wither of beautiful countenance and goodly to look to. And the Lord said, Arise, anoint him, for this is he. Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren, and the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. And Saul's servants said unto him, Behold now, and the evil spirit from God trouble thee. Let our Lord now command thy servants which are before thee to seek out a man who is cunning prayer on harp, and it shall come to pass when the evil spirit from God is upon thee, that he shall pray with his hand, and thou shalt be well. And Saul said unto his servants, Provide me now a man that can pray well, and bring him to me. Then answered one of the servants and said, Behold, I have seen a son of Isaac at Bethlehemite that is cunning in praying, and a mighty valiant man, and a man of war, and prudent in matters, and a comely person, and the Lord is with him. Wherefore Saul sent messengers unto Isaac and said, Send me David thy son, which is with the sheep. And Isaac took an ass laden with bread, and a bottle of wine, and a kid, and went them by David his son unto Saul. And David came to Saul and stood before him, and he loved him greatly, and he became his armor bearer. And Saul sent to Isaac, saying, Let David, I pray thee, send before me, for he has found favor in my sight. And it came to pass when the evil spirit from God was upon Saul, that David took an harp and prayed with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him. And now the Philistines gathered together their armies to battle, and we are gathered together at Sogo, which belongs to Judah, and pitched between Sogo and Asega in Ebes Damim. And Saul and the men of Israel, we are gathered together and pitched by the valley of Era, and set the battle in array against the Philistines. And the Philistines stood on a mountain on the one side, and Israel stood on a mountain on the other side, and there was a berry between them. and they went out champion out of the camp of the Philistines named Goliath of God, whose height was 6 cubits and span, and he had on helmet of brass upon his head, and he was armed with a coat of mail, and the weight of the coat was 5,000 shekels of brass. And he had a greaves of brass upon his legs, and target of brass between his shoulders. And the staff of his spear was like a weaver's beam, and his spear had weighed 600 shekels of iron, and one bearing a shield went before him. And he stood and cried upon the armies of Israel and said unto them, Why are ye come out to set your battle in array? Am not I pleased in and ye servants to Saul? Choose you a man for you, and let him come down to me. If he be able to fight with me and to kill me, then will we be your servants. But if I prevail against him and kill him, then shall ye be our servants and serve also. And the Philistines said, I defy the armies of Israel this day. Give me a man that we may fight together. When Saul and all Israel heard those words of the Philistine, they were dismayed and greatly afraid. Now David was the son of of Bethlehem, whose name was Isai, and he had 8 sons. And the men went among men for an old man in the days of Saul, and the 3 eldest sons of Isai went and followed Saul to the battle, and the names of his 3 sons that went to the battle were Eliab, the firstborn, and next to his Abinadab, and the third Shammah. And David was the youngest, and the 3 eldest followed Saul. But David went and returned from Saul to feed his father's sheep at Bethlehem, and the Philistines grew near morning and evening, and presented himself 40 days. And he said unto David his son, Take now for the Hebron an ephah of this parseed corn, and these 10 loaves, and run to the camp to the Hebron. And carry these 10 chisels unto the captain of their thousands, and look how thy brethren appear, and take their praise. Now Saul and they and all the men of Israel were in the valley of Elah, fighting with the Philistines. And David rose early in the morning and led the sheep with a keeper and two, and went as Isaiah had commanded him, and he came to the trench as the host was going forth to the fight, and shouted for the battle. For Israel and the Philistines had put the battle in array, army against army. And David left his carriage in the hand of the keeper of the carriage, and ran into the army, and came and saluted his brethren. And as he talked with them, behold, there came up the champion, the Philistine of God, Goliath, by name, out of the armies of the Philistines, and spake according to the same words, and David heard them. And all the men of Israel, when they saw the man, fled from him, and were sore afraid. And the men of Israel said, have ye seen this man that is come up? Surely to Israel is he come up, and it shall be that the man who kills him, the king will enrich him with great riches, and will give him his daughter, and make his father's house free in Israel. David spake to the man that stood by him, saying, what shall be done to the man that kills this Philistine, and take away the reproach from Israel? For who is this uncircumcised Philistine, that he should delay the armies of the living God? And the people answered him after his matter, saying, so shall it be done to the man that kills him. And Eliab, his eldest brother, heard when he spake unto the man, and Eliab's anger was kindled against David, and he said, why camest thou down hither, and with whom hast thou left those few sheep in the wilderness? I know thy pride, and the naughtiness of thine heart, for thou art come down, that thou my taste see better. And David said, what have I now done? Is there not a cause? And he turned from him toward another, and spake after the same manner, and the people answered him again after the former manner. And when the words were heard with David spake, he also them before Saul, and he sent for him. And David said to Saul, let no man's heart fail because of him. The servant will go and fight with this Philistine. And Saul said to David, thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, but thou art but youth, and he a man of war from his youth. And David said unto Saul, thy servant kept his father's sheep, And there came a lion and a bear and took a lamb out of the flock. And I went out after him and smote him and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard and smote him and slew him. Thy servants slew both the lion and the bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them, seeing he has defied the armies of the living God. David said more over the road that delivered me out of the foe of the lion and out of the foe of the bear. He will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine. And Saul said unto David, Go, and the Lord be with thee. And Saul armed David with his armor, and he put on a helmet of brass upon his head. Also he armed him with a coat of mail. And David did his sword upon his armor, and he said to go, for he had not proved it. And David said unto Saul, I cannot go with thee. This for I have not proved them. And David put them off him. And he took his staff in his hand and chose him 5 smooth stones out of the brook and put them in a shepherd's bag which he had, even in a scrip, and his sling was in his hand, and he drew near to the Philistine. And the Philistine came on and drew near unto David, and the man that bare the shield went before him. And when the Philistine looked about and saw David, he disdained him, for he was both of use and ruddy and of fair countenance. And the Philistine said unto David, Am I a dog that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his God saw. And the Philistine said to David, Come to me, and I will give thy flesh unto the fowls of the air, and to the beasts of the field. Then said David to the Philistine, Thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield, but I come to thee in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. This they will the Lord deliver thee into my hand, and I will smite thee and take thine head from thee, and I will give the carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air, and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel. And all this assembly shall know that the Lord save us not with sword and spear, for the battle is the Lord's, and He will give you into our hands. And it came to pass when the Philistine arose and came and to rule nigh to meet David. That David hasted and ran toward the army to meet the Philistine. And David put his hand in his bag and took 10 stone and sling it and smote the Philistine in his forehead. That the stone sunk into his forehead, and he fell upon his face to the earth. So David prevailed over the Philistine with the sling and with the stone, and smote the Philistine and slew him. But there was no sword in the hand of David. Therefore David ran and stood upon the Philistine and took his sword and drew it out of the sheath thereof and slew him and cropped his head therewith. And when the Philistines saw their champion was dead, they fled. And the men of Israel and Judah arose and shouted and pursued the Philistines until to come to the valley and to the gate of Ekron, and all the wounded of the Philistines fell down by it way to Saar. Him, even unto God and unto Ekron. And the children of Israel returned from chasing after the Philistines, and they spoiled their tents. And David took the head of the Philistine and brought it to Jerusalem, but he put his armor in his tent. And when Saul saw David go forth against the Philistine, he said unto Abner, the captain of the host, Abner, whose son is this youth? And Abner said, as thy soul lives, O king, I cannot tell. And the king said, require whose son the stripling is. And as David returned from the slaughter of the Philistine, Abner took him and brought him before Saul with the head of the Philistine in his hand. And Saul said to him, whose son art thou, thou young man? And David answered, I am the son of thy servant Isaiah the Bethlehemite. And it came to pass when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David, and Jonathan his own soul. Then Jonathan and David made a covenant him as a covenant because he loved him as his own soul. And Jonathan stripped himself of the robe that was upon him and gave it to David and his garments, even to his sword and to his bow and to his cord. and David went out whithersoever Saul sent him, and behaved himself wisely. And Saul set him over the men of war, and he was accepted in the sight of all the people, and also in the sight of Saul's servants. And they came to Bethel. As they came, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Philistine, the woman came out of all cities of Israel, singing and dancing to meet King Saul with tabrets, with joy, and with instruments of music. And the woman answered one another as they prayed, and said, Saul has slain his thousands, and David his 10,000. And Saul was very wroth, and to saying displeased him, and he said, they have ascribed unto David 10,000, and to me they have ascribed but thousands, and what can he have more but the kingdom? And Saul eyed David from that day and forward, and it came to pass on the morrow that the evil spirit from God came upon Saul, and he prophesied in the midst of the house, and David prayed with his hand as at other times, and there was Jaelin in Saul's hand. And Saul cast the javelin, for he said, I will smite David even to the wall with it. And David avoided out of his presence twice. And Saul was afraid of David before the Lord was with him, and was departed from Saul. Therefore Saul removed him from him, and made him his captain over 1,000. And he went out and came in before the people. And David behaved himself wisely in all his ways, and the Lord was with him. Wherefore when Saul saw that he behaved himself very wisely, he was afraid of him. But all Israel and Judah loved David, because he went out and came in before them. And Saul said to David, behold, my elder daughter Merab, her will I give thee to wife, only be valiant for me, and fight the roads better. So for Saul said, let not mine hand be upon him, but let the hand of the Philistines be upon him. And David said unto Saul, who am I, and what is my life, or my father's family in Israel, that I should be son-in-law to the king? But it came to pass at the time when Merab, Saul's daughter, should have been given to David, that she was given unto 아드리엘 드 메홀레 사이터 to wife and Michal, Saul's daughter, loved David, and they told Saul and the thing pleased him. And Saul said, I will give him her that she may be also near to him, and that the hands of the Philistines may be against him. Wherefore Saul said to David, thou shalt his this day be my son-in-law in the one of the twain. And Saul commanded his servant, saying, commune with David secretly, and say, behold, the king has delight in thee, and all his servants love thee. Now, therefore, be the king's son-in-law. And Saul's servants spake those words in the ears of David, and David said, seems it to you a right thing to be a king's son-in-law, seeing that I am a poor man, lightly esteemed. And the servants of Saul told him, saying, on this manner spake David. And Saul said, thus shall ye say to David, the king desires not any dowry, but 100 poor skins of the Philistines to be avenged of the king's enemies. But Saul sought to make David fall by the hand of the Philistines. And when his servants told David these words, it pleased David well to be the king's son-in-law, and the days were not expired. Wherefore David rose and went, he and his men, and slew the Philistines 200 men, and David brought their poor skins, and they gave them in poor tale to the king, that he might be the king's son-in-law. And Saul gave him Michal, his daughter, to wife. And Saul saw and knew that the Lord was with David, and that Michal, Saul's daughter, loved him. And Saul was yet more afraid of David, and Saul became David's enemy continually. Then the princes of the Philistines went forth, and it came to pass after they went forth that David behaved himself more wisely than all the servants of Saul, so that his name was much set by. And Saul spake to Jonathan, his son, and to all his servants, that they should kill David. But Jonathan, Saul's son, delighted much in David, and Jonathan told David, saying, Saul, my father, seeks to kill thee. Now therefore I forbid thee, take heed to thyself until the morning, and abide in secret place, and hide thyself. And I will go out and stand beside my father in the field where thou art, and I will commune with my father of thee, and what I say that I will tell thee. And Jonathan spake good of David unto Saul his father, and said unto him, Let not the king sin against his servant against David, because he has not sinned against thee, and because his works have been to the word very good. For he did put his life in his hand and slew the Philistine, and the Lord wrought great salvation for all Israel. Thou sawest it and didst rejoice. Wherefore then wilt thou sin against innocent brother to slay David without cause? And Saul he hearkened unto the voice of the Jonathan and Saul swear, as the Lord lives, he shall not be slain. And Jonathan called David, and Jonathan shewed him all those things. And Jonathan brought David to Saul, and he was in his presence as in times past. And there was war again, and David went out and fought with the Philistines, and slew them with a great slaughter, and they fled from him. And the evil spirit from the Lord was upon Saul, as he sat in his house with his javelin in his hand, and David prayed with his hand. And Saul sought to smite David even to the wall with the javelin, but he slipped away out of Saul's presence, and he smote the javelin into the wall, and David fled and escaped the night. Saul also sent messengers unto David's house to watch him and to slay him in the morning. And Michal, David's wife, told him, saying, If thou save not thy life tonight, tomorrow thou shalt be slain. So Michal let David down through a window, and he went and fled and escaped. And Michal took an image and laid it in the bed, and put a pillow of goat's hair for his bolster, and covered it with clothes. And when Saul went messengers to take David, she said, He is sick. And Saul sent the messengers again to see David, saying, Bring him up to me in the bed, that I may slay him. And when the messengers were come in, behold, there was an image in the bed with a pillow of goat's hair for his bolster. And Saul said unto Michal, Why hast thou deceived me so, and sent away my enemy, that he is escaped? And Michal answered Saul, He said unto me, Let me go, why should I kill thee? So David fled and escaped, and came to Samuel to Rama, and told him all that Saul had done to him. And he and Samuel went and dwelt in And it was told Saul, saying, behold, David is at Naioth in Ramah. And Saul sent messengers to take David, and when they saw the company of the prophets prophesying, and Samuel standing as appointed over them, the Spirit of God was upon the messengers of Saul, and they also prophesied. And when it was told to Saul, he sent other messengers, and they prophesied likewise. And Saul sent messengers again the time, and they prophesied also. Then went he also to Ramah, and came to great well that is in go. And he asked and said, where are Samuel and David? And one said, behold, they be at Naioth in Ramah. And he went to see there to Naioth in Ramah, and the Spirit of God was upon him also, and he went on and prophesied until he came to Naioth in Ramah. And he stripped off his clothes also, and prophesied before Samuel in like manner, and lay down naked all that day and all that night. Wherefore they say, is Saul also among the prophets? And David prayed from Naioth in Ramah, and came and said before Jonathan, what have I done? What is my iniquity, and what is my sin before thy father, that he shames my life? And he said unto him, God forbid, thou shalt not die. Behold, my father will do nothing, either great or small, but that he will shew it me. And why should my father hide this thing from me? It is not so. And David was aware moreover, and said, thy father certainly no son, that I have found grace in thine eyes. And he says, let not Jonathan know this, lest he be grieved, but truly as through thy son, and as thy soul life son, there is but no step between me and this song. Then said Jonathan unto David, whatsoever thy soul desires, I will even do it for thee. And David said unto Jonathan, behold, tomorrow is the new moon, and I should not fail to sit with the king at meat. But let me go, that I may hide myself in the field unto the Saturday at even. If thy father at or miss me, then say David, earnestly ask the leave of me, that he might run to Bethlehem his city, for there is a yearly sacrifice there for all the family. If he say thus, this is well, thy servant shall have peace. But if he be very gross, then be sure that evil is determined by him. Therefore, to should deal kindly with thy servant, for thou hast brought thy servant into a covenant of the Lord with thee, notwithstanding, if there be in me iniquity, slay me thyself, for why shouldest to bring me to thy father? And Jonathan said, far be it from thee, for if I knew certainly that a bill will determined by my father to come upon thee, then would not I tell it. Then said David to Jonathan, who shall tell me, or what if thy father answer thee loudly? And Jonathan said unto David, come and let us go out into the field. And they went out, both of them into the field. And Jonathan said unto David, O Lord God of Israel, when I have sounded my father about tomorrow any time, or the field, not the third day, and behold, if there be good toward David, and I then said, send not unto thee, and show it thee. The Lord do so, and much more to Jonathan. But if it please my father to do the evil, then I will show it thee, and send thee away, that thou mayest go in peace, and the Lord be with thee, as he has been with my father. And thou shalt not only while yet I live show me the kindness of the Lord, that I die not. But also thou shalt not cut off thy kindness from my house forever, no, not when the Lord has cut off the enemies of David, every one from the face of Jerusalem. So Jonathan made a covenant with the house of David, saying, let the Lord even require it at the hand of David's enemies. And Jonathan caused David to swear again, because he loved him, for he loved him as he loved his own soul. Then Jonathan said to David, tomorrow is the new moon, and thou shalt be missed, because thy seat will be empty. And when thou hast stayed 3 days, then thou shalt go down quickly and come to the place where thou didst hide thyself, when the business was in hand, and shalt remain by the stone Ezel. And I will shoot 3 arrows on the side thereof, as though I shot at a mark. And behold, I will send word, saying, go find out the arrows. If I expressly say unto the reader, behold, the arrows are on this side of thee, take them, then come thou, for there is peace to thee, and no hurt, as the Lord arrives. But if I say unto the young man, behold, the arrows are beyond thee, go thy way, for the Lord has sent thee away, and as touching the matter which thou and I have spoken about, behold, the Lord be between thee and me forever. So David hid himself in the field, and when the new moon was come, the king set him down to eat meat. And the king sat upon his sheet as at the other as at the other time, so even upon a sheet by the well. And arose, and Amner sat by Saul's side, and David's place was empty. Nevertheless, Saul spake not anything that day, for he thought something has befallen him. He is not clean, surely he is not clean. And it came to pass on the morrow, which was the second day of the month, that David's place was empty. And Saul said unto Jonathan his son, wherefore comes not the son of Isaiah to meet, neither yesterday nor today? And Jonathan answered Saul, David earnestly asked leave of me to go to Bethlehem. And he said, let me go, I pray, for our family has a sacrifice in the city, and my brother he has commanded me to be there. And now, if I have found favor in thine eyes, let me get away, I pray thee, and see my brother. Therefore he comes not unto the king's table. Then Saul's anger was kindled against Jonathan, and he said unto him, thou son of the perverse, rebellious woman, do not I know that thou hast chosen the son of Isaac to thine own confusion, and unto the confusion of thy mother's nakedness? For as long as the son of Isaac lives upon the ground, thou shalt not be established, nor thy kingdom. Wherefore now send and fetch him unto me, for he shall surely die. And Jonathan answered Saul his father, and said unto him, wherefore shall he be slain? What has he done? And Saul cast javelin at him to smite him, whereby Jonathan knew it was determined of his father to slay David. So Jonathan arose from the table in the fierce anger, and did eat no meat the second day of the month, for he was grieved for David, because his father had done him shame. And it came to pass in the morning that Jonathan went out into the field at the time appointed to David, and little with him. And he said unto his lad, run, find out now the arrows which I shoot. And as the lad ran, he shot an arrow beyond him, And when the reader was come to the place of the arrow which Jonathan had shot, Jonathan cried after the reader and said, "Is not the arrow beyond thee?" And Jonathan cried after the reader, "Make speed, haste, stay not." And Jonathan's reader gathered up the arrows and came to his master. But Red knew not anything, only Jonathan and David knew the matter. And Jonathan gave his artillery unto his lord and said unto him, "Go, carry them to the city." And as soon as the lord was gone, David rose out of the place to the south and fell on his face to the ground and bowed himself 3 times, and they kissed on one another and wept one with another until David exceeded. And Jonathan said to David, "Go in peace, for as much as we have sworn both of us in the name of the Lord, saying, the Lord be between me and thee, and between my seed and thy seed forever." And he rose and departed, and Jonathan went into the city. Then came David to Nob to Ahimelech the priest, and Ahimelech was afraid at the meeting of David, and said unto him, "Why art thou alone, and no man with thee?" And David said unto Ahimelech the priest, "The king has commanded me a business, and has said unto me, Let no man know anything of the business we are about. I send thee, and what I have commanded thee, and I have appointed my servants to such and such a place. Now, therefore, what is under thine hand? Give me 5 loaves of bread in mine hand, or what there is present." And the priest answered David and said, "There is no common bread under mine hand, but there is Herod bread. If the young men have kept themselves at rest for a moment." And David answered the priest and said unto him, "Of a truth, women have been kept from us about these 3 days, since I came out, and the vessels of the young men are holy, and the bread is in a manner common. Yea, though it were sacrificed this day in the vessel." So the priest gave him hallowed bread, for there was no bread there but shew bread that was taken from before the Lord to put hot bread in the day when it was taken away. Now certain man of the servants of Saul was that day detained before the Lord, and his name was Doeg on Edomite, the chief priest of the herdmen that belonged to Saul. And David said unto Ahimelech, "And is there all not here under the sign handle, spear or sword, for I have neither brought my sword nor my weapons with me, because the king's business required haste. And the priest said the sword of Goliath, the Philistine, whom thou slewest in the belly of Ella, behold, it is here left in close behind the but if you will to take that, take it, for there is no other savior that here. And David said, there is none like that. Give it me. And David arose and prayed the day for fear of Saul, and went to Kish, the king of God. And the servant of Agis said unto him, Is not this David the king of the land? Did they not sing one to another of him in dance song, saying, Saul has slain his thousands, and David his 10,000. And David read these words in his heart, and was sore afraid of Agis, the king of God. And he changed his behavior before them, and prisoned himself made in their hands, and scribbled on the doors of the gate, and let his spittle fall down upon his brother. Then said Agis unto his servants, Lo, ye see the man is mad. Wherefore then he have brought him to me? Have I need of a man that he have brought this fellow to parade madman in my presence? Shall this fellow come into my house? David therefore departed thence and escaped to the cave Adullam, and when his brethren and all his father's house heard it, they went down cedar to him, and everyone that was in distress, and everyone that was in debt, and everyone that was discontented gathered themselves unto him, and he became captain over them, and there were with him about 400 men. And David went to turns to Mizpeh of Moab, and he said unto the king of Moab, Let my father and my mother, I pray, come forth and be with you till I know what God will do for me. And he brought them before the king of Moab, and they dwelt with him all the while that David was in the hold. And the prophet God said unto David, Abide not in the hold, depart and get thee into the land of Judah. Then David departed and came into the forest of Heret. When Saul heard that David was discovered, and all the men that were with him, now Saul abode in Gibeah under a tree in Ramah, having his spear in his hand, and all his servants were standing about him. Then Saul said unto his servants that stood about him, Here now ye better Binyamait will the son of Isaac give every one of you field so and buying others and make you or captains of thousands and captains of 100 so. That all of you have conspired against me, and there is none that should saw me, not that my son has made a league with the son of Isaac, and there is none of you that is sorry for me, or shows unto me that my son has stirred up my servant against me to write in wait as at this day. Then answered the might which was set over the servants of Saul, and said, I saw the son of Isaac coming to Nob to Ahimelech to the son of Ahitub. And he inquired about the road for him, and gave him a picture also, and gave him the sword of Goliath the Philistine. Then the king sent to call Ahimelech, the priest, the son of Ahitub, and all his father's house, the progress so that we are in Nob, and they came all of them to the king. And Saul said, here now, the son of Ahitub, and he answered, here I am, my lord. And Saul said unto him, why have ye conspired against me? Thou and the son of Isaac, in that thou hast given him bread and also good, and hast inquired of God for him, that he should rise against me to lie in wait as at this day. Then Ahimelech answered the king and said, and who is so peaceful among all the servants as David, which is the king's son-in-law, and goes at thy binding, and is honorable in thine house? Did I then begin to inquire about God for him, be it far from me? Let not the king impute anything unto his servant, nor to or the house of my father, for thy servant knew nothing of all this, less or more. And the king said, thou shalt surely die, Ahimelech, and or thy father's house. And the king said unto the footman that stood about him, turn and slay the priests of the Lord, because their hand also is with David, and because they knew when he prayed, and did not show it to me, but the servants of the king would not put forth their hand to pour upon the priests of the Lord. And the king said to Doeg, turn thou and fall upon the priests. Doeg might turn, and he fell upon the priests, and slew on that day 4 and 5 persons that did wear linen about. And the city of the priest smote he with the edge of the sword, postmen and women, children, and shock callings, and oxen, and asses, and sheep with the asses of the sword. And one of the sons of Ahimelech, the son of Ahitub, named Abi, other escaped and fled after David. And Abel showed David that Saul had slain the Lord's police. And David said unto Abiathar, I knew it that day when the Almighty was there, that he would surely tell Saul, I have occasioned the death of all the persons of thy father's household. Abide with me, fear not, for he that seeks my life seeks thy life. But with me thou shalt be in safe guard. 사무엘상 22장 23절까지 읽어보았습니다. 다음 23장부터는 다음 시간에 계속해서 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 안녕히 계십시오.